I am Eric with Muathe.com, and I greet you, beloveds, in the love and in the light of the one infinite creator. Let's take a look at markets here, September 28th. And from an educational standpoint, over the last couple of months, I've been sensitizing you to be on the lookout for stocks that have this type of a look, because they could be the new leadership on the way down. And the reason for this is because they meet the minimum requirements for one of the strongest sell signals that I am aware of. And if we take a look at the recent weekly closing low, and this is a weekly, just to be clear, weekly 2 years of data. So there's a recent weekly closing low right there. And for this instrument, that price is at 205.49, which happens to be the weekly closing low from the month of August. Now that it is below that price, it is giving a fresh sell signal. As long as it stays below that price, the risk for an accelerated move lower is very high. And the reason for this is because if we go to 3 years of monthly data, we can see that it is making fresh, or looks like it is making fresh RSI lows for the past 3 years. And one of the MACDs is already trading at 3-year lows. And also the MACD is moving below zero. You combine the RSI behavior and the MACD behavior with this fresh 3-year lows. This meets the minimum requirements for the ultimate Muathe sell signal, which again is just the exact opposite of the bullish counterpart, which is the ultimate Muathe breakout. Moreover, I should also mention, if I take a look at all data monthly for this instrument, it looks like as of this instant, the RSI is threatening to move to all-time lows, which would be very bearish in terms of downside momentum. And if you take a look at the MACDs, we can see already one of the MACDs is trading at all-time lows. So the risk here for lower prices is elevated unless the RSI can find a way. And keep in mind, we are coming towards the end of the month here, September 28th. And what this instrument can do to stop the slide is that it would need to hold this RSI lows line so it can bounce. Otherwise, breaking below this area here is gonna lead to a massive sell-off. Essentially, if the general market starts pulling back, these types of stocks are gonna be the new leadership on the way down. In other words, they'll fall faster, harder than the general market. What would be a logical price target? I'll give you two areas. Number one, to test this breakout here at about 140-ish. So in the 140s would be the initial target on the way down because of this successful breakout that took place here in 2020. Otherwise, there's another possibility of testing the lows on a monthly closing basis, would be the next downside target, which would be at about 100. But there's also the probability, given that the general market has had a big run, that we might eventually be coming to test, if not violate, 2020 price lows, suggesting that there's a possibility of prices for this instrument going back to the 70s to test the 70s, maybe even violate below them. And again, to correct this, the monthly RSI would need to hold support around where it's been finding support. As we can see, the most recent price bounce came when the RSI held support here for the lows of early 2020. In other words, bulls would like to see a month-to-month support so that this instrument can build for potential future breakout, while bears would be encouraged to see continued erosion and for the RSI to continue probing 3-year lows. So, be it. I am Eric Muathe, and I leave you, beloveds, in the love and in the light of the one infinite Creator. Go forth, therefore, rejoicing in the power and in the peace of the one prime Creator. Adonai, my friends. Adonai.